questions we're going to ask you written down. So,
Sounds great. And you should feel free to, like I said, you can stray from that.
okay.
You can feel free to just ask anything that kind of comes to your mind or anything that you're thinking of. Just, feel free to go ahead and ask. I know it's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
The amazing thing is, the month goes by so quick.
I know,
doesn't
it's
it?
crazy.
You look at it and you just think, wow, I'm always amazed with how fast time goes.
I know, me too.
You're
Never stops. I'm in 10th grade.
You're a sophomore.
Yeah.
Do you guys have finals before Christmas vacation or after?
No, we come back from Christmas break and we have about 2 weeks, and then that's when we have like midterms.
That's kind of a bummer. It'd be nice if you could do them in
Before,
December,
yeah.
and then when you go on Christmas break, you're just finished.
And come back fresh to new
That
semester.
completely. That's what was the nice thing about college is that once you were finished, you were finished. You had nothing to do. There was no work to do. You were done with everything, and you could just relax and take it easy.
Yeah.
That was the best thing about. That was like the absolute best thing about college. I used to love Christmas because even if you wanted to work, you
Yeah.
couldn't. Does my eye look okay? Sometimes I get a little bit of buildup because of
Yeah, it's
allergies.
okay.
Is there anything? Does it look weird or?
Yeah.
You've got some in the corner.
Okay, thank you. Which one?
That. There we go. Yep.
I'm gonna go ahead and mark all the cameras right now.
It's still pretty bad.
Okay, you're gonna
Richard,
let us
would
know
you
when
like
to
a
start?
water?
That would be great, but I think my first thing is I just want to make sure I get my eye taken care of here. It's just with allergies, it just always does this.
I'm gonna go ahead and clap and get all the cameras marked.
Okay. Whoops, hold on. Wow, this is like really cool.
That's let me see, Richard. I think you got it. I think you got it.
Try.
Oh, well, it's way better.
Does it look clean?
There's some of
That
that
on the ground next to you.
Oh, great.
In the loud corner.
We're rolling. Joe, you
this.
rolling?
Yeah, there you
Is
go.
that,
Much better.
did I get rid of it? Yep. Okay, it looks clean.
Yeah, it looks clean. That's all.
Okay, I'm almost there, guys. Sorry about this. Some days,
No
it's just,
problem.
you can feel, oh, perfect. Sometimes you can just kind of feel it's like one of those days. You just kind of say, you ever get that? It's just, you wake up and you just kind of say, okay, one of those days. And you get to Friday and you're just, you're just thankful that you made, thanks. That you made it to Friday.
Alright.
Okay,
Okay.
all yours.
First off, what is the proper way to address you? Justice Bernstein?
Oh, well, the title would be Justice, but you can say Richard is fine too. But if
Okay.
you want to be formal, you could say that the actual title would be Justice.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
You come with a recognizable family name.
Are we filming or did we?
We're filming.
Oh, we're filming. Oh, okay. I thought we were just talking I thought we were
We're
talking
just
in
talking
general.
too. Okay.
Okay.
We gotta scooch and sway a little bit here.
So here's the thing, whatever you're comfortable with, you can do whatever you're comfortable with, like whatever works for you is like fine with me. So if you want to be formal, you can go with Justice. If you want to be informal, you go with Richard. I leave it completely to your discretion, and whatever you're more comfortable with is totally good with me.
Okay, thanks. You come with a recognizable family name. What was it like growing up in the Bernstein family?
Well, I think what it was like was the idea that our family always had a strong belief in public service. And what I always enjoyed about growing up was the fact that my family's always been incredibly supportive of all the things I believe in, and incredibly supportive in the idea that the law can be used to enhance and make life better for other people. And that's why, I love the firm that I'm with. I'm incredibly close with my family. I mean, we are a very close family. We spend a lot of time together. But I think it really comes down to that idea of service and the idea that we've always believed that the law can be used to enhance and make life better for people. And I think those are the values that I was taught, and those are the beliefs that I was given, and that was how I was raised. So I just enjoy the tradition that was established by my grandfather and by my dad, my brother, and my sister, in the idea that we have to use the blessings that God has given us in order to enhance and try to make life better for those around us whenever possible.
That's great. That's great that you have that family bond.
Oh, thank you.
So you're blind since birth. What was it like growing up as the only one in your family that faced that challenge? And in school, how hard was that?
I think the biggest challenge is always being different. And I think what you have to believe is when you're born with a severe disability, you have to believe that you were created for a mission or for a purpose or for a reason. And we might not understand or appreciate why things happen to us, but I've really just come to believe that our lives are defined by the experiences that we have. And if I had been born as a sighted person, my life would have been much easier. It wouldn't be as challenging, it wouldn't be as difficult, it wouldn't be as hard. But at the same time, I think that being born as a blind person, it gives you a sense of purpose. It gives you a sense of mission. It gives you a sense of reason. And I really do believe that it's the experiences that define who we are. And sometimes the more challenging or the more difficult or the more hard the experiences that you've been given, the more life you wind up living and the more experiences you get to have. And I really have come to believe that in a spiritual context, that everything that happens to us, you have to believe, we don't have control over the certain things that happen to us. You have to believe that everything that happens for a reason or for a purpose. We might not understand what that purpose is. We might not understand what that reason is. But the one power that we have is how do we choose to react to the lives that we're given? And I've always chosen to believe that for all intents purposes, you have to believe that you're sent here for a mission that is greater than oneself. And so, yes, being blind is challenging and it's hard and it's difficult and there can be many obstacles. But at the same time, it's incredibly fulfilling to know that you're fulfilling a purpose or a mission or a reason that you might not understand, but if you believe you're a part of it, your life can be much more fulfilling than you ever thought possible.
It's amazing that you make the most out of life being visually impaired and always never take a day for granted. It's great.
I think that's an important thing. And like I say is that I think it's all about purpose. And if you're able to understand what your purpose is, and I think people with disabilities are given an incredible blessing. They're given the blessing of perspective. And if you're able to live with a true sense of perspective, that allows for you to live with purpose. And if you live with purpose, you have mission. And I think the greatest thing about having certain challenges and obstacles and hardships that are put before you is it makes you a kinder person. It makes you a warmer person. It makes you a more good-natured person. But most importantly, it allows for you to be empathetic and understanding. And it's through that you're given an incredible blessing, the blessing of connection. Connection with other people, and ultimately connection with our Creator. It's all that idea of purpose and mission.
So with that, what made you want to go to law school?
Well, I had always believed that the law can be a great catalyst for change. And that law, if used correctly and if used right, can really help people. It can really affect people. It can really make a difference in the lives of people. So what made me want to go to law school was that idea that change can come in painfully slow, methodical steps. But if you're willing to work at it, if you're willing to fight for it, then the kind of change that being a lawyer allows for can be real, significant, and truly everlasting change. And I really believe that law gives you that opportunity, it gives you that ability, because it allows for you to stand up and do something meaningful. And you can see from doing that how you can be a part of change and how you can be a part of making life better for other people.
So what responsibilities does a Michigan Supreme Court official have?
So the Michigan Supreme Court's a wonderful question. So what the role of a Michigan Supreme Court justice is to, first off, the Michigan Supreme Court is our state's highest court. So for all intents and purposes, you are the court of last resort. So when people's cases are coming up to the Supreme Court, you're, in many circumstances, the last chance that people are going to have for justice. The Michigan Supreme Court makes decisions that affect all of us. The court makes decisions that affect the air you breathe, the water you drink, the schools that you attend, the privacy that you enjoy, the right of people to organize at the workplace, the quality and safety of life at the workplace. And the Supreme Court goes so far as to affect the people that we get to vote for, because the Supreme Court plays a role in redistricting. But in addition to cases that the Supreme Court decides, the Supreme Court also is responsible for administering the entire state's court system. So the entire state's judicial system is administered by our Supreme Court, as well as the state bar. So for all intents and purposes, in addition to deciding